That was really dark. Oh my goodness. I have a tip for you, but it's not to start in the dark. I completely forgot to turn the lights on. Apologies, everyone. Hey, Rabbi David, your Torah tech guy, and I'm here to share with you some great tech for your great Torah or whatever content you're sharing. Hey, you all probably know already how much I love the Insta360 Link. This is by far the best webcam, I think, that you can purchase right now. Yes, it is more expensive than the Logitech. Yes, it's more expensive than a lot of webcams. It comes in around $300, but it is worth, I think, every penny. And we've talked about, I've shown you before why I think it's so good. So this right here is the Insta360 Link, and I hope that you can see the image quality is really pretty good. Now it's not in the right place, so it's like my lighting is off. If I had a light right behind it kind of pointing at me, that would, or off to the side I should say, that would be much better. But really, really good quality. And not only that, but you can move it around. So, I can have it go to all these different places, just like that. It's a PTZ camera, which means that I can have it go wherever I want. I can move it all around. But here's the really cool thing, and this is what I want to share with you today, is that now in the latest and one of the latest software updates from Insta360, now you can set up hotkeys in order to control it. Before, I had this strange workaround using Keyboard Maestro and some other stuff. Now it just works. So if you've got an Insta360, a pretty good microphone, and a little tiny Stream Deck, even the 6-button one, you've got a full setup there, ready to rock and roll. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to take you over into live demo mode. And let's take a look here. So this is the Insta360 interface. And you can see that I've got my different preset positions here. So if I click on them, it will move around. And I've got the gimbal also, so I can just move it freely if I want to find the right places. And then I can assign. So if I right click, I can then assign on that specific location. But now, if you go up to, it's not in more settings. Where is it? Here it is. It's up here. If you click up here, so let me bring you into this. In the little 3 dots in the circle, if you click on that, you'll get preferences and hotkey. And it will tell you, you can turn on global wake up, which means that, which you want to do, because what that means is that even when the Insta360 application isn't at the forefront, it'll still work. So you want to turn on global wake up, and then it tells you what all the different hotkeys are. So if you want to turn on tracking, option T. If you want to turn on overhead mode, option O. And you can even control the gimbal from here, right? Gimbal up is option up, option down for gimbal down. Zoom in and out, but then here are all your preset positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I didn't have a Stream Deck, I could still do option, let me get out of this, and I'll hit option 2, and it's moving me right around. And I'm just doing option and then the different numbers. But if you do have a Stream Deck, it's fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. And I've got the Stream Deck software open here. So let me actually, I'm going to get out of this and we'll look at it this way. And actually, let me move this right there. All right, there we go. So now you're looking at the software here for the Stream Deck and the actual Stream Deck. So I'm going to go into, I actually have a page all set up for this Insta360. So now what I can do is, there's no plugin, so you don't have to download anything. Remember, these are just hotkeys, okay? So I'm going to go in, and actually, you know what? Let me pull up our controller one more time, and I'm going to go into the preferences again, and hold on, I'll bring this over, or excuse me, the hotkey again. I'll bring this over here. So here are our hotkeys, right? So if I want to do preset position 1, I can just do option 1. So the way this works over in Stream Deck is, you're going to use not one of the presets, but from system, you're going to use hotkey. So I'm going to drag hotkey over, and then it's going to say, okay, click to assign. So now I just click on this, and then I press down the hotkey. I've got a bug in here somewhere. Then I press down the hotkey that I want it to trigger. So I'm going to click. I'm going to do option 1. So now this button right here is assigned to option 1. So if I press that button, let's see what happens. Oh, I think option 1 is my Stream Deck. Sorry. Let me do another one. Let me delete that, and we'll change it to option 2. So, or actually we'll do option 3. Ready? So I'm going to click option 3. Okay, so now when I click on this, it moved. And I have already option 1 set up down here. I can press that, and it goes right back. So let's say you've got your rabbi, your cantor up on the bimah, and a third shot of the ark, right? So you've gone into, let's pull this back up again. You've gone into here and you set up your presets. So let's say you want one is, let's say, I don't want to change mine because I use it all the time, but let's say Stream Deck, we would call that rabbi, right? And you would have that, the camera looking at the rabbi. You'd have another one for the cantor. The camera is looking at the cantor. And again, you can set these, you can move the gimbal around to find the exact person, right? And then you can zoom in or zoom out. You can control all of this right from here in the software. You set those previews. By the way, you don't have to do it there. You can also just do it over here. If you just drag around inside, you can do it also, which is really nice. All right, so there we go. I found my cantor. Right click. Oops. See, I messed that up. You don't just click on it. You have to instead, let's get this. Here we go. And zoom out again. So let's say this is the look I want for my cantor. I'm going to find one of these presets, right click, and update. Then you find out which one this is. So this one is, let's see, is that number 2? Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how the numbering works. Let me pull that over because you couldn't see that. Sorry. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are your presets. So then you just go into your Stream Deck software and you say, you set up a button for the rabbi, a button for the cantor, a button for the wide bimah shot. And then you've got everything that you need with a $300 little webcam and a Stream Deck. It's kind of amazing what we can do with this stuff. This is something I was really, really waiting for. I wanted the ability to control my Insta360 from my Stream Deck. And incidentally, if you have more than one Stream Deck, if you have more than one Insta360, so let's say you wanted to have two PTZ cameras that were tracking different things, you could control all of those from your Stream Deck, because there is a way, I believe, in here. Let me check. So this is again the hotkey setup here. Yeah, device 1, device 2, and device 3. So you can choose which device. You could set up a multi-action, right? You could set one multi-action is change to device 2, and then in that, the second action in that multi-action is go to this preset that I have. Really, really powerful stuff in here. Again, it's a more expensive Stream Deck. A more expensive webcam. It absolutely is. But the video quality, the ability for it to auto track you, right? It could just follow you around. Let me actually go back in. I'll minimize this. I'll close this. And I'll go back into, I'm just going to actually put this camera as the main camera. There we go. So now you should be seeing that, and I'm going to change it to me. But now I should be able to. So now it should follow me. So if I'm a rabbi and I'm speaking, I'm giving a sermon, and I want the camera to follow me, look at that. It's just fantastic. So in any case, really, really powerful stuff. It's a really good tool to use. The two things that you're going to need are a Stream Deck and the Insta360 Link. I have links, by the way, to both of those over on my website. If you're interested to learn more about that, head on over to TorahTechGuy.com. Hey, Robert, it is so good to see you here. Robert is amazing. If you want to learn about the work that Robert does with real-time interpretation in Zoom meetings, oh my gosh, what he does. Head on over to the Zoom Test Kitchen on Fridays at 3 o'clock Eastern. It's just amazing what he does. So that's what I got for you, friends. Yeah, visit TorahTechGuy.com. You can find links to the Insta360, to the Stream Deck. And if you want help getting this all set up, let me know. I'm happy to help out. And I'm just hoping you guys have the most amazing, wonderful day. Bye, everybody. See you later.